Hello, I am here for my check-in for day 5. I'm really loving the accountability of this, just doing a vlog, daily, and sharing what my experience is with this Chloe Ting weight loss challenge for 2022. I made myself my workout recovery shake. I just finished up with the workout and it really challenged me today. It was nice having the day of rest yesterday, and it allowed me to come back even stronger for the workout today, which was really cool. And I was even able to push it further than I have, before. So I'm continually seeing improvement, and that's very encouraging for me. I'm all out of bananas. I'm a little bummed out about that. I have like a set workout shake, workout recovery shake that I like to make. That's super, super yummy. It's like a wired, chunky monkey workout recovery shake. And usually I throw in a banana, a couple scoops of chocolate protein powder, a couple tablespoons of natural peanut butter, and then I do coffee, iced coffee, black coffee, and just whip that all up. And it's super good, super nourishing. Sometimes when I have coconut cream, I like to throw coconut cream in there too, just to get those good fats in. Coconut's so nourishing for the thyroid as well, and ideal with hypothyroid. So it's something I like to nourish myself with. But today I didn't have that, but I had blueberries. So it's really good with blueberries too, But I think I'm gonna have to go to the store. Gonna have to grab a few things just to round out my options. I'm kind of low on some of my nutritious options for food, and just really feeling like I want to keep the food, nutrient dense, so it's really fueling my body and supporting these workouts. I think that's super important. I don't want to put junk in my body when I'm giving it this kind of care. I just feel like it unravels, the intention, and that's what it's about for me. It's about really building a healthy lifestyle, and I've enjoyed exploring, the recipes that are on Chloe Ting's website. She cooks a lot like I do, so it's kind of nice to get some new recipes to work with, and there's some things I want to try. I see that she also has a bit of a sweet tooth, and that she has made all these like healthier sweets, and I love that kind of stuff. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go and get some stuff to make this turkey meatloaf I like to make. It was actually from the Body for Life program. I did that like a long, long time ago. Bill Phillips program. It wasn't for me, but the cookbook was really great that went along with that. And, he reworked a bunch of recipes, that are normally kind of like, more indulgent meals, but he reworked them to be healthy. And that's like the kind of cooking I like to do. Anyway, he has a really delicious turkey meatloaf recipe in there, but I've even kicked up the nutrition on it. I think he adds like a packet of Knorr vegetable soup mix to the turkey meat, and I get broccoli slaw. I put a whole pack of broccoli slaw in there, and I do my own seasoning, and just load it up with salsa and all the good stuff. It uses oatmeal instead of bread, and it's just super tasty and so nourishing. It feels so good in my body, and I'm really I'm craving that right now. So I think that's what I'm going to have for dinner. And I need to get more bananas and more peanut butter, because those are like my staples. I like having the bananas to help combat some of the soreness that you can get from working out. Although, I have to say, I haven't had too much soreness. I think that might be because I do a lot of lymphatic work on a regular basis. I do gua sha on my body. I do abhyanga, self-massage, daily. this is just a regular part of my self-care. And that really keeps my lymph system flowing. And with that lymphatic movement, it helps to just usher out a lot of that DOMS, the delayed onset muscle soreness you can get from working out, flushes out the lactic acid and all that. But I really do like having that potassium from the bananas. It's so good, and it definitely helps with muscle soreness. So I want to, make sure I stock up on what I need. I want to make sure I have what I need on hand. And so I'm going to take care of that later today. And I'm sure people are probably wondering at this point, like, well, where's your before pictures? Where's, the progress photos? I actually did take before pictures, and I'm going to share those, but I'm going to share those down the road, I kind of don't want the focus to be on that, honestly, with what I'm doing here. And I think that there's a lot of videos out on YouTube with people that are doing Chloe's challenges. And they put the emphasis on that, like, oh, look how much, my waist has gone down. I kind of want to show a different side of the experience. And I will show, at the end of my journey, I will show my before and afters. But I'm going to determine when the right time is for that. I'm not putting myself on a deadline with it. And who knows, I might not put that up until my 50th birthday, because I plan on continuing forward with Chloe Ting at this point, honestly. I just feel really supported by the website she put together, the community feel that she's got going on there. It just feels like what I need, the right container for me at this time, and will encourage me to stay very focused on my fitness. So I kind of just want to go on the journey, and when I get to where I want to be, then I'll share. I'll share my before and after photos. I promise I'll share my before and after photos by my 50th birthday. Okay, let's just put it like that. I really want to show a different side of the experience, though, and what I want to show is how much you shift emotionally, how much you shift on a mental level, the way you think about your relationship with food and your body differently, and the other benefits that come by making this a priority. And the reason why that's really important to me is because of the other work that I do. I have Broad Coven here, and this is my place to, bring my witchy side forward, do my tarot readings, do my channeling. And also there's some other like personal empowerment work stuff I'm going to be bringing in here, celebrating other broads who are out there making stuff happen in the world, and boosting self-esteem and just living like a really like juicy life, where you're just working your mojo, rocking it and feeling good. Okay, so there's a lot of elements I'm going to bring in here. Probably will bring in some dance stuff too. I've been a burlesque dancer, and that was a whole journey for me too, in coming to really embrace my body, embrace my sensuality. As a larger woman, at that time that I was performing on stage, I was a lot heavier than I am now. So that was a whole journey in just really accepting my body in and of itself. So these are pieces that I do want to bring into Broad Coven. But my other work is that, I've been a body worker for over 27 years, rehabilitative body work, transformational body work, physical therapy oriented, sports massage. Okay. And I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner. I've been a practicing Ayurvedic practitioner for about 8 years now. I'm licensed with NAMA, the National Ayurvedic Medical Association. And I'm also an intuitive eating counselor. And I was trained by Evelyn Tripoli and Elise Resch, and they are the authors of Intuitive Eating. And I learned from them and got certified as an intuitive eating counselor that's listed on the national directory. I use all this, knowledge I've gained through my work to help support other people. I definitely apply these approaches to health and wellness to my own life. And I've done some course creation, and that's all on my website, cobrasmedicinebag.com. And I do also have a YouTube channel here. If you're ever curious seeing what else I do, feel free to check out my website. You can also look in the description box of any of the videos here on Broadcoven. And except for my vlogs, I don't think I have it in my vlogs. But all the other, like the readings and all my other description boxes on the videos on this channel include a link to my YouTube channel. I don't have enough subscribers yet where I can have a personalized YouTube email. So, not email. Link. The email is cobrasmedicinebag@gmail.com if you ever want to reach out and inquire about intuitive eating or if you're looking for support on that level. But anyway, the reason why I'm approaching this whole challenge this way is because of that work that I do. I want to stay true to that, and also because of my history. My history that is what brought me to the healing work I now do. In the field, and brought me to the path of intuitive eating. If it wasn't for my anorexia crisis that I had when I was 23, I would have never come to this path. So, it's kind of interesting how we can go through really difficult experiences in our lives where we feel challenged, but they can end up being blessings in disguise. If we extract the medicine from those experiences and apply them to sort of like pay it forward, and make something beautiful grow from what was painful or what challenged us. So for me, this is really a transformational journey, and it's a testimony of my recovery from the relationship I used to have with food in my body, where I really was at war with myself. I was at war with my body. I was at war with food, and just didn't have that self-love piece in place. Like, I really inflicted a lot of abuse on myself, and I struggled with that. From the time I was very young, actually, first started having issues when I was about 7 years old. So I'm kind of at this place in my life where I've dug so deep into this issue, and I've done so much integrative work. And, I went through therapy. I've worked with medical professionals on this when I was going through recovery for eating disorder. That my whole focus is very different now. And I know what happens when you put too much focus on the physical, and make it all about this kind of like superficial pursuit. It's kind of a slippery slope, and even people who aren't susceptible to developing issues with eating disorder can find themselves moving into, sort of obsessive thinking pretty easily if they fixate too much on the physical result and make it about, this whole kind of superficial pursuit of, I want to be X weight. I want my waist to be so many inches, this kind of stuff. It's just not where I like to put the focus. I prefer to put the focus on how I'm feeling, what is my body able to do that it wasn't able to do before? How am I seeing growth in those areas, and how is it improving my overall well-being? How is it improving my quality of life? And how does that affect my relationships? How does that affect the way my life works as a whole? This to me is more valuable, okay? And truly, when you put the focus on how you feel, when you get really in touch with your body, you listen to, how your body's communicating with you, what kind of foods your body really gravitates toward, what foods really give you that nourishment, that energy, that vitality, what kinds of movement really challenge you. And, that's sort of like the thing when I'm doing some of these moves in Chloe Ting's workout. it's highlighting for me, the ones I have a hard time with, it's highlighting where I need more strengthening, where I have some weak links that might need reinforcement. So all of that communication from my body informs me. And to me, this is the most important thing. A lot of times, when we get into doing fitness or we get into changing the way we're eating, we let an external authority kind of have, rule over us with that. We turn to, the latest fad diet, or we turn to, you know, a book, we turn to a TV show that's about weight loss or whatever, it's always about something outside of us, dictating what's right for us. And I think that really the key is to flip that, and reclaim your inner authority. Your body is always communicating with you, but we become so disconnected from ourselves. We're always looking outside of ourselves for the answer. And it really is about dropping into your body, leaning into what you're feeling, and how your body is responding to what you're doing. And I know that I'm on the right track, with this Chloe Ting challenge, because I'm kind of a person who's approaching it in a very different way, I think, from most people taking this challenge. And my body's feedback is saying, yes, please, more of this, even though it's challenging and it's hard, it's all done in alignment with what my body is saying. Yes, okay, I can do this, yes, I want this challenge. I want to push a little farther, or, hey, hold back a little bit. And that's been really valuable for me, is just to appreciate that sort of like beginner's mind. Like, I don't have to have it all perfect. I don't have to look like Chloe Ting, right now executing these moves. I don't have to, I don't have to execute it in any way that's not natural and supportive of where my body is right now. Okay. And that for me is big, because in the past, I used to be so rigid around this kind of stuff. And I felt like, well, if it's not perfect, then what's the point? Why am I even doing it? Forget it. And then I'd kind of like lose steam. But now it's almost like I'm finding inspiration in the imperfection, which is really kind of cool, because it shows me there's room for growth. And that's what's really inspiring me right now, is not just the physical growth, but that growth. The growth that's evident in my thinking, the way I'm looking at what I'm doing, the way I'm talking to myself, the way I'm encouraging myself. My self-talk is so on point. I'm really feeling proud of myself and how far I've come in that regard, because I remember a time when I used to really beat myself up. So it's been really powerful for me. And I love that this is all about, building up to my 50th birthday, because it's like such a landmark birthday. And for me, it's just really, I feel like I've come full circle. It's this beautiful, culmination of my healing journey, from being at a place when I hated myself, to being where I'm at now, where it's like, yeah, I'm not perfect, I'm not perfect. None of us are, but I love myself. I know I'm worth care. I know I'm worth the investment. And I deserve love and kindness and respect and encouragement, So that for me is just like a really sweet spot of this experience. And that's what I want to share, because I know that there's a lot of young people, who tune in to Chloe Ting's challenges, and they might be more focused on the physical, wanting to have that ideal body type. And I just want to bring a different perspective into the mix, share a little something from a different point of view. And I hope it benefits everybody. So for those who have questions like, well, where's your before pictures? Just know they'll be coming, okay? I'll show that. I'll share that when the time is right, when it feels right to me. But right now, what it's really about is focusing on the deeper layers of this journey for me. And I hope you find something worthwhile in me sharing that. All right. day 5 done. I'm going to drink the rest of this workout recovery shake, and I will see you all tomorrow for my day 6 check-in. Almost done with week 1. Super excited. All right. Have a good day.